Hello Balloon World, I'm Michael Floyd, your balloon twister, and this time I want to teach you how to make a fancy spider. Now if you want a simple spider, I put a link to one in the description, but this is for those people that want to use a lot of balloons and make a really terrifying looking spider. Let me show you how. For this design you'll need 6 balloons. That's right, 6. This is a big spider. You'll need 2 260s and 4 160s. I'm using brown, but feel free to use whatever color you want. If you want different color eyes for the spider, I would also recommend a black 160. We're going to start with the legs of our spider. Get your 160 out and inflate it almost all the way. You only want to leave about a 3-inch tail. Let a little air out and tie. Give it a good squeeze and a stretch. Each of our spider legs are going to have 3 sections with a pinch twist in the middle. So I'm going to twist a section. This one is about 5 inches. Then I'm going to twist a small bubble, about 1 inch. I'm going to fold it over so I can pinch it, pull it, and twist it. There's one section of the leg. Now I'm going to do that 2 more times. Now these 3 sections should all be about the same length, but if it's not perfect, that's okay. And you can see here's one spider leg. Now I'm going to twist a section that's a little bit shorter. This one will be about 4 inches long, but I'm going to follow that up with another pinch twist. And now I'm going to make the other side of the spider leg for the other side of the spider. I'm going to give the balloon a nice squeeze and a stretch, because I want it to be soft, and I'm going to do the same thing. 5-inch section, 1-inch bubble, fold it over, pinch twist. I need to do that 2 more times. Actually, I don't need that pinch twist there. Because you can see, I have my 3 sections right there. So that's where I want to tie the knot right there. So I'm going to go down a bit. I'm going to break it off. That was loud. I'm going to hold it right here at the seam, let the air out, and then tie a knot. And then I don't need the rest of this, so I'm going to break it off right there at the knot. You can see I've also already assembled the legs, adjusted them, so that they go up, over, up, over, down. This is the part that's going to go on our body. And then you can see we have all spider legs. We have 2, we just need 6 more. So get your next 160 out and repeat all of that. So now I have 2 sets of spider legs. I need 2 more. Use your third 160. So that's 3 sets of spider legs. 1 more to go. And now I have all 4 sets of spider legs. Now get both of your 260s out and inflate them halfway. Remember to tie them, and then give them a squeeze and a stretch. You'll also want to make sure you leave a little bit of slack on the end. On your first 260, twist the section 2 inches long, followed by a 1-inch section. Fold that over, pinch it, pull it, and twist it. So you should have something that looks like that. Do the same thing on your other 260. So now we have 2 of these. Make sure the rest of it is soft. And twist the section about 3 inches long. We're now going to take this seam and we're going to wrap it into this pinch twist. Now if you want the eyes to be the same color as the spider, you're going to make 4 small 1/2-inch bubbles over to this pinch twist. But I'm going to be using a different balloon to make the eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze some air out so I get some uninflated section. I'm going to take that and I'm going to wrap it into that pinch twist on the other side. And that gets my balloon over to the other side, so it's nice and balanced. Make sure these are soft. We want to make a section that's about hands width down, so it should be about 5 or 6 inches long. Then you want to twist those two together. They should be about the same size. So these two here should be about 5 or 6 inches long. You should be able to stick your hand in front of it. This is where all those legs are going to go, so it needs to be pretty long. To keep that from coming undone on us, we're going to take one of these bubbles, and we're going to twist a small section, a 1-inch bubble, fold that over, pull it, pinch it, twist it. We're going to go another hand's width down, making sure these are nice and soft. And we're going to twist these together. This is going to be our spider's butt. And then I'm going to fold it back over. I'm going to pull it down so it reaches past the bottom bubbles. And then I'm going to twist it again right into where that pinch twist is. So these, I'm just going to hold it and twist it right into that pinch twist. They should be about the same length though, as best as you can. That may take some practice. Now, out of these two remaining sections, I need the one with the most slack to attach the legs. So the one with the least amount of slack, for me, it's this one. I'm going to make sure I give it a nice stretch. And I'm going to feed it all the way through the middle of the butt and twist a seam right where it meets the back of the butt. Then I'm going to hold that seam while I pop off the end. Hold it there, let the air out, tie a knot there. Then I'm going to take that slack, pull it down, and wrap it right back around into that pinch twist. And then tuck it up so I don't see it anymore. Then I'm going to widen it up a little bit and fold it like that. So you should have something that looks like this. Pinch twist on the bottom, there's the butt, the rest of the uninflated section and the rest of our balloon up here on the top. That's what you want it to look like so far. Before we go further, we're going to clean up these ends here. The reason we have slack is so we can take the slack and wrap it into that pinch twist on both of them. And by wrapping the slack into those pinch twists, you can see that I square off those bubbles and it makes it look like some chubby little fangs, because this spider likes his hamburger with a side of flies. All right, now for my favorite part, attaching the legs. Make sure the rest of this balloon is nice and soft and that the air is as far up as you can go. This can be a little tricky because you need to hold all 4 legs against here and be able to twist this balloon into this pinch twist. So I'm going to take one leg and hold it there, and then the other leg and hold it there. Third legs, hold them there. Fourth legs. They should all be about the same size, so it shouldn't matter which one's first, second, third, or fourth. Now I'm going to take that section, I'm going to wrap it over and pull it taut. And you can see the pinch twist is right here. So I want to make sure I make a little twist there. And that is where it's going to go, right into that pinch twist right there. This can be a little difficult to do. Once again, the pinch twist is right here where the fang is. And this part here is just me twisting a section and just pulling it all the way over and into that pinch twist. And that should hold the legs in place on one side. Now we're going to move this part here to the other side by getting out some slack, pulling it taut, and going over to the other pinch twist. And now we're going to work this balloon here back to where the butt is. We want it to be about as long as this bubble here is. Now I have that leftover bubble there I don't need, so I'm going to twist off a small bubble on the end. I'm going to pop it off. I'm going to hold on to the end tightly, wrap it around a couple of times, and then tuck it into the butt. Now our legs are attached. It's just time to straighten them up. You can see here on the bottom that some of the legs stick out more one way than the others. We want to make sure they're all nice and centered. Now that I have those all centered, I want to adjust the legs so that they arch up and then back down again. And there we go, we're pretty much done with our spider, except for the eyes, of course. With the legs, what you can do is you can pose it however you want. What I like to do is take the front legs and pose them forward, and the back legs and pose them back. I think that makes it look a lot more like a spider. But now it's time for the eyes. I'll be using a black 160 to make the eyes. Inflate it 1/4 of the way. Not much at all. Give it a tiny squeeze and a tiny stretch. Take that knot and we're gonna wrap it into one of the pinch twists here, right by the fangs. Now we're gonna twist four, there's a fourth finger, four tiny little bubbles, each about half an inch. Then I'm gonna take this seam, I'm gonna twist into the other pinch twist on the other side. Then I'm gonna break off the excess, leaving me a tiny bit of slack to wrap around and tuck inside. And there we go. We have our black spider eyes on. And we're done with our balloon spider. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Well, that's it for this video, guys. As always, if you enjoyed it, click that thumbs up button, and I'll see you back here next Monday with a brand new balloon animal lesson. So if you don't want to miss anything, make sure you subscribe. I'm Michael Floyd, your balloon twister. Remember, you can make anything out of balloons, even a fancy, terrifying spider!